Hey friends, thank you so much for being a part of the 5-day challenge to create the best happy holidays ever, right? Like it has been a blast reading all of your posts, all the takeaways, and seeing so many women with really knowing what they want to do to make a difference here this year. Like, what are you going to do in this Christmas season that's going to be the difference? So I wanted to come on live to share two actual coaching sessions that have gone on in the last week or so that I wanted to give you an insight of just how much when you do this work with me, it's not just Christmas that you can make better or Advent, right? Thanksgiving. It's your life. Okay. So there was a client who husband had been wanting a divorce for over 5 years. They had been married. It was 35 to 40 years. They had 5 adult children, and he moved out this past year and filed for divorce as well, and was pressing her to sell the family home. And she really thought that it was over, that their marriage was done. Hey, Alicia, thanks for watching. So she really thought that it was over. And he went and just walked the Camino, and miracles happen, right? And sure enough, when she came back, praise be to God, he invited her out for dinner. He wants to work things out. They went from a long-term sexless marriage to having intimacy twice that weekend. And so she was on a call with me, and she was like, I can't believe it. Like, the divorce has been in full swing. Like, he's been wanting me to move out and sell the house and all the things. And it was kind of getting hostile, and the kids were picking sides. And all of a sudden, he told our daughter that I've been changing. And I said, yeah, he's noticing. He's noticing, because she became more respectful. She was controlling herself, not him. She was really managing what he was doing, all the bait he was throwing in the divorce proceedings. And boom, like, their marriage is it's coming all back around, right? Total miracle, total miracle. And then to give you another example, a woman who reached out to me, not for her marriage, but for her adult son. So the important thing to remember is that our boys grow up to become men. And the work that we do here definitely impacts those adult children relationships. And so her son had graduated college, and he was now living back at home getting his graduate degree. But being back under mom's roof, right? Like, naturally, her control, she didn't realize it, but through talking, she saw that she was doing a lot of nagging, and she was totally on his paper, having expectations of what he should be doing and when he should be seeing the girlfriend and all those things, because he had goals. And the big fear that she identified was that he was going to mess up his life, and he wasn't going to have the life that he really wanted. Boy, can I relate to that one, when my oldest, both boys, when they were 18 and just doing crazy things, right? Like boys will do. We all do, right? But it brings out our mama bear stuff. And so when she got in touch with that, she was able to really get intentional about how does she want it to be when he moves out in 2 years after he graduates from graduate school. And she realized, oh my gosh, I do not want to have such a broken relationship where he never wants to come back. Like, I want to be a safe place for him. I want to be his cheerleader. I want to be behind him. I want to believe in him. So of course we worked on son-fulfilling prophecies so that she could really create what she really wants, so that for the long term that he will end up wanting to come back. So that is the power of coaching. And that's just 2 examples of why I chose to become a coach. And so not only am I trained with Laura Doyle herself, I worked with her for 5 years. So I am a relationship coach with a lot of experience. I'm also a master certified life coach with 2 life coach certifications, and a Catholic mindset coach. So I put in the dough to be able to get trained. But the real reason, right, was when I had saved my own marriage, that when I saw what was going on in this work to end world divorce, that resonated with my soul in a deep, deep way. And I was like, that's what God wants me doing. That's why I've been to hell and back in my own marriage, and thinking, like, my parents are divorced. My mother's parents were divorced, remarried, divorced, married. Like, it's just so, like, I have a legacy of divorce on that side of the family. And then I have a legacy of 70 plus years married on my dad's side. But all of it had a purpose. God had a plan in all of it, so that now, today, who I am and what I do is stand for women in marriage to be able to really empower success, because it matters. It matters for us and our happiness and our husbands, but it matters for the next generation. It matters for our kids. My hairdresser today, so yep, got my hair colored again and cut. And she said, it was talking about the Christmas, and she said, you know, I got to be with my mom in the morning, and then my dad picked me up. So I would have one Christmas there, and then I'd be with my maternal grandparents. Then I'd have to go with my dad, and then I'd go to his parents, and then I'd come back, and I'd go back to my mother. So she said, like, in a matter of 24 hours, I was in 5 different Christmases. And back then, like, there weren't a lot of divorced kids, but she said, like, I was like the weird kid, and it felt so uncertain. You know, it was just, she said it was awful. It was awful. And my own experience was that, yeah, once my parents got divorced, the split Christmases, but then it was like, even after I got married and my brother got married, like, we always had to do 3 and 4 Christmases depending on steps and when steps were available and all the things. And it's like, it's awful. So anybody who thinks that divorce is an answer, any of you who might be watch this, right? Divorce is never the answer, because you're never going to be fully rid of the guy that you think is the problem. You're still going to have to deal with them. Only going to have a whole lot of negotiations with potentially another wife, or like all the other things that come into it. So you're never done, right? So working on your marriage, working on yourself is where I see miracles all the time. And it's why I do this work. And it's why I've been doing the 5-day challenge and offering Renew, the course, in January and February. So Renew is an opportunity to work with me at an incredibly low price, so that we're going to have 8 weeks together. You'll have amazing teachings that are video based, so you can watch them over and over and on your own timetable. You put your earbuds in and watch them while you're folding laundry. But you're going to learn so much, and you're going to next level your life. And if you're really wanting, like, you're just fed up with feeling hopeless and stressed and all the things, you know, it's like, no, 2026 needs to be the year where my marriage really is happy, where I'm really happy. Like, I'm just done with always being on the hamster wheel. Come and do Renew with me, right? 60 days to peace, passion, and love. And every woman who does the course is not the same at the end, that we dive deep into the thought work, to emotional regulation, as well as all of the skills that transformed my marriage. So I'm offering a bonus for all of you who are watching this, right? There's a code, and I will post the code in the link because I'm forgetting it at the moment, but there's a code that you can get $100 off Renew that ends at midnight tonight. So if you have friends, several of you have been messaging me today, like, I have a friend and I want her to do it and she wants to do it. So I need to get her in. What's the code? Okay. So we want to do this. Sign up tonight and you still get that $100 off. It's on my website, createmyhappymarriage.com, and go to courses, and Renew is there. That's where you're going to sign up. So yeah, like, that is the best opportunity, because every week we will meet, and the time isn't set yet. So I can work with ladies. It's looking like it's going to be later in the day, because there's one that's a school teacher and one that works a lot during the day. So I think we're looking towards like a 4 o'clock-ish. But again, I can change that, and I can do 2 groups if I want to. So depending on how many people join. So I'm very flexible. My goal is to reach as many women as possible and to empower 2026 being an awesome, amazing year where you really step into your power. This is not a journey of becoming a doormat in any means. It's about having the skills and the awareness, being able to understand your man better, to kind of decode him and get the results you want, and create that legacy of love for your kids, because that's what matters, right? That matters. So go to that, createmyhappymarriage.com. Check it out there. I'll put the links down below. That $100 off ends tonight at midnight. Of course, the other price is already, like, it's $9.97 is the course. I already discounted it to $5.97 for anybody doing this, any of you, right? But for tonight, you'll get another $100 off. So it'll be only $4.97 for 8 weeks. And I didn't mention that each week there's small group coaching, so that we will be on a Zoom call, completely confidential, that we would be able to dive into your challenges and get you the support you need so that you can get unstuck. All right. So I'm Coach Carol, and I'm standing for all of you. Thank you all for watching. I see Alicia and Colleen. I don't know who else is watching, but I'm grateful, and I hope that you share it with other people. And yeah, this work matters. Marriage matters. You as a woman matter. And this is your year. All right. So let's connect. God bless. Bye-bye.